Hi, I'm Mark. This is my February review for Capricorn Sun sign and Capricorn rising. Right, to start the month we have a lot of planets in your second house. The first one of these is Mercury, and Mercury's retrograde. So this is not a good time for financial discussions or decisions, because things always get either delayed or mixed up when Mercury's retrograde. Mercury's retrograde till the 20th of February, so stave off any important financial decisions till that time. Then we also have, on the 1st of February, we have an aspect between Saturn and Chiron. Now Saturn as well is in your second house, finances, and Chiron's in the 4th house of the home. So there's duties and responsibilities connected with the home here. These could be financial responsibilities, so these need to be looked at. Also with Chiron, there's a chance to heal any past wounds regarding those situations. Then the other aspect on the 1st is a square between the Sun and Mars. Now the Sun and Mars usually work very well together, but when they're in a square aspect, this can cause challenges and some stress and even anger. So just be careful you avoid conflict around financial situations. On the 4th, Jupiter makes a square aspect to the Black Moon Lilith. Now this lasts for 16 days, so it's time to work with this energy. The Black Moon, wherever she is, she casts a shadow. Jupiter will highlight the shadow and expand it, make it grow, so you won't be able to ignore it. Now this is in your 5th house, creativity and children, love. So there could be a primal fear connected with these that is exposed now. But this is a wonderful time to work with it. Rise above this fear and put it to rest so that you can be rid of it forever. On the 6th, the Sun makes a positive aspect to the Moon's nodes. And in fact, this is the first of 4 positive aspects during February. So February's quite a fated or destined month for things to change. This aspect, the Sun is in your second house, finances, and the contact with the Moon's nose can be very favourable. So there could be a sudden change in circumstances, a very fortunate change that results in your finances getting a boost. On the same day, there's 2 Venus aspects. First one is to Chiron. We spoke a little bit earlier about that aspect between Saturn and Chiron, which is going on all month. Well, Venus can shed some light on that now. Venus can shed some awareness and some acceptance on those issues. And then the other aspect Venus makes is with Uranus. Now this aspect can spark off some discussions about things that may be lying under the surface but can be brought out now and talked about. It's also a good idea now to try new things, exciting things, especially in the creative area, because Uranus is in that 5th house of creativity. So be brave. On the 9th, Mercury makes a second positive aspect to the Moon's nodes. So here you could get a message. You could get a message from the past or a message from the future. But just be wary that the past has nothing new to teach us. So Mercury needs to be telling you about things in the future that you can work towards. On the 10th, Mercury makes a bit of a difficult aspect with Mars, so you could be a bit grouchy, a bit irritable on this day. So just be wary of that. Then on the 11th, there's a new moon. Now this new moon is in your second house, in Aquarius, so it's very inventive, it's very original. Now you need to look at your life and how you conduct yourself, to see how you're valued and your worth. And also you need to plan your financial situation, plan for the future so that you can sow the seeds later on. New moons are always about sowing seeds that will grow and be cultivated during the next few weeks. Also on the 11th, Venus makes 2 aspects. Now Venus is in your second house of finances, and she likes this house because this is a house of Taurus. So she works well here. And also she makes a conjunction with Jupiter. Now this is a very agreeable aspect, and this can be very fortunate as well. These two go well together, and this could be a time when you can manifest your desires. Venus also makes an aspect to the black moon Lilith, who's in your 5th house. So this is a very good connection as well, because the two work well together. This is a very creative time. It's also a great time for love. If you're not in a love relationship, you could find love now. It could be very exciting, very passionate. Then on the 12th, there's an aspect between Mars and Neptune. Neptune's in your 3rd house, so your imagination will be sparked. You'll be a lot more sensitive to things around you and people. And also, this is a great time for connecting spiritually, and also for meditation, that type of pursuit. But you may learn things as well, because Neptune's in your 3rd house. You may learn things about your past actions and about course of action. Maybe a course of action that you thought was right, but it turns out that it's quite futile, and you'll be able to gain insight so you can change the course of action now. On the weekend of the 13th and 14th, Mercury is in his final phase of retrograde motion, and he's making his last push, and he makes a few aspects, but these aspects will mean that you won't be able to see what's happening around you very clearly. You won't be able to see the bigger picture. You might get engrossed in some details and obsessed with something, but you don't need to do that. It's best to chill out at the weekend and let this one pass and relax. Then on the 15th, Venus makes a positive aspect to the nodes. This is the 3rd contact at 4 in February, and this is a very positive one as well. Venus is in your 2nd house, so again you can get insight into your financial situation here and maybe get some guidance. Also, the North Node's in your 6th house, so there could be good news regarding your working conditions or your health. On the 19th, Venus makes a square aspect to Mars. This will always be challenging within relationships. Venus in your 2nd house of finances, so there could be difficulties over money. Try not to get into conflict though. Try and talk things out, but you probably best wait a day or two, because on the 20th Mercury will go direct again and communication will become a lot easier. Give Mercury a day or so to get well and truly going forward, and things will start to fall into place, and you can make changes then, start doing things, making decisions. In fact, on the 20th all the planets will be direct, so this is a great time to tune into their energy and push things forward. On the 23rd, Mars makes a positive aspect to Pluto. Now Pluto's in your 1st house, he's the only planet left there now, and he's coming to the end of his visit, but he still has something to offer. And with this good aspect between Mars, we can ask or expect creative transformation. Your ambition will be fired up, but not so much that you'll be egocentric, because Pluto will dull down the Mars ego slightly. But Mars is in the house of creativity, so it's a time to set seeds now for the future. This is a time to push forward, because all the planets are now direct, so you shouldn't have any hold-ups or delays. Things should run smoothly. Then on the 24th, Jupiter makes an aspect to the moon's nose. This is the 4th and final positive aspect this month. With Jupiter, this is the best one as well. Jupiter is very fortuitous. It's going to be a very lucky aspect. Jupiter, don't forget, is in your 2nd house of finances, and the North Node, our way forward, is in the 6th house. So matters relating to the 6th house, your daily work, your routines, your health can all benefit from this, and there'll be signs and opportunities coming from Jupiter. The spotlight will be on that 6th house, and you can take advantage of those areas now. On the 25th, the Sun makes an aspect to Uranus, and this is great for gaining insight. This is great for taking a look at your life and seeing where you need to make positive creative change. It's also a great time for experiencing and discovering new things. Push the boundaries a little bit, try some different things. It'll be very exciting. Then on the 27th there's a full moon. Now, the full moon is in your 9th house in Virgo. Now there's a bit of a contradiction here, because the moon wants to cling to things, hang on to things, but the 9th house is about taking you away. So you may feel like you want to get away from things. You may feel like you want to travel, that may not be possible. So the best way forward is to do something a little bit different. Maybe do some research or learn something about something completely different that will take your mind away without you having to physically go away. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe, and if you'd like to leave me a comment, I'll be glad to hear from you.